Hey, young girl. We are back with a new episode this week. And I would like to start off by saying thank you all to who have been watching, listening, sharing over on YouTube, listening over on Spotify and Apple Music. So today I want to talk about learning how to navigate through the storm. So, a lot of times in your life, you are going to have periods where you go through storms. And just like the weather, the storms don't always last. You have to try to navigate through the storms or prepare for the storms when they come. Here in New Orleans, we have hurricane seasons, and how we prepare for that, we get generators, we may get candles, we make sure we have battery operated flashlights, we have lots of water, um, non-perishable foods. We use sandbags to try to protect our properties. So in life, you have to do the same things. Sometimes you may go through hardships. So that's why you have to prepare ahead. Um, in a financial situation, you may have to start saving some money, put some money on the side. So when you may all of a sudden lose a job, um, anything like that, or you get sick, or one of your family members gets sick, and then you aren't able to work, then you have a little bit of cushion, so you won't end up either going into debt or any losing your car, your home, utilities getting cut off, stuff like that. And to prepare yourself for that, you have to try to, I'm saying this for myself as well, um, because we don't always have the financial literacy in schooling and things like that. So you don't always know how to budget and things like that, and you want to get things now. You know how that mentality, you only live once, but you want to live comfortably, so you have to start to prepare and save for the rainy days. So maybe you don't always eat out every week, or you don't always get your nails done, or maybe they have like these schools and stuff like that that you can get beauty services for really cheap. Or I've seen where a lot of people are doing a press on nails, which is way more affordable. Or like with the protective styles with your hair versus, getting the hair done every week, every 2 weeks. Like for instance, with the braids, you can sometimes wear your braids for a month or 2 months. So all of that will help you to save. Also things like, packing your lunch. Now, I know food is much higher. So maybe you can try to, get some of the no name brands. Not all of them are good, but you can try some of them out and do stuff like that. Or rewear some of your clothes. A lot of people think you have to get a new outfit for every occasion and things like that. No, you don't. You can rewear some of those clothes. You can do secondhand shopping. If you have friends that y'all, I don't know, share clothes. I don't know. Anything like that, so you don't have to always have to go run out and try to buy something new to try to save for a rainy day. Also, you can try to cut back on some of the bills. A lot of us will have all of the different apps on the TV or on our phone that we're paying for, and you may not even use, or you paying for gym memberships that you don't use, stuff like that. Or you're getting the newest phone every time the newest phone come out, so, you don't go try to buy the phone to where you don't have to, pay a monthly fee for your phone. Just save up one good time and then buy the phone. Another good idea is to save up your money and try to buy your car cash. A car note is very expensive to have, and then you have all of the maintenance that comes with a car note. Insurance, brake tags, oil change, new tires, the maintenance on your vehicle, getting your vehicle cleaned and all of that kind of stuff. So if you save up, or maybe, this is income tax season, if you, instead of putting all that money down on a vehicle, maybe save, get it and put money with it that you've saved and you got this big lump sum and try to buy you a nice car cash. That's all good ways to save your money and prepare for any storms that may come. Um, Also, emotionally, mentally, sometimes you can prepare for storms because you are equipped emotionally. You have worked on yourself mentally and starting to learn self control and to be disciplined. And like what that scripture is. Slow to speak, quick to listen, slow to wrath, I believe it is. So I find that the more that I work out consistently and that I'm feeding myself proper foods and stuff like that, you wouldn't believe a lot of times when you eating very bad or you drinking all the time, you really feel sluggish and cranky, and something that may have bothered you and you pop off on somebody, but if you was rested, like you getting enough sleep and you eating right and you working out consistently, some of that stuff might not even bother you. It'll go straight over your head. But if you tired, you cranky, you feeling sluggish and heavy because you didn't ate a heavy meal and you didn't get enough sleep because you're on the phone or on social media all night, then you will be quick to anger and stuff like that. And stop taking stuff so personal. I had that real bad too. Ready to, clap back anything somebody wanted to say to me and things like that, because you're taking stuff personal. Everything is not always about you. you know so don't stop taking everything personal. Maybe walk away or remove yourself from that environment so you aren't constantly triggered. That's how you prepare for storms that may come at you, because you never know, how people are going to perceive you, or react to something that you may have said. Try to, maybe you can go in to speak to somebody that you really trust and say, hey, um, tell me how you would feel if I said this to you. And that way you can get an honest opinion on something, you know? And maybe you were wrong in that instance because you always spoke that this way and nobody ever told you anything about it. So you would just assume that that was okay. In reality, maybe they didn't want to get into it with you, or they didn't want to lose their job or whatever, and they didn't say anything, or they just want to keep the peace. So you just went along still speaking that way, talking that way in a certain tone, and until one day somebody popped back off, and now you shocked because you ain't feel like nothing was wrong with that, but nobody was ever honest with you and told you, look, that's not cool. So all of those different things can help you weather the storms that may come into your life. You won't always be prepared, but you know you could help yourself to try to weather the storms by getting prepared, doing things ahead of time, learning new things, and making sure you're focusing on your mental health and doing things that make you happy and stuff like that, that bring you joy. And sometimes you just be needing a break. Maybe you didn't work all these hours. You also going to school and you doing all this stuff for your kids, and you just really are tired. Maybe you need to take a couple of days off and get away. It don't always have to be this big old trip. Maybe you can go right 30, 45 minutes away to another city, or do a staycation right in the city that you live in, just to give yourself some downtime, to give yourself some time to think. That way, when these storms do come against you, you aren't so weary in your mind and your body. That way you can think clearly and handle these storms, and you just get on through them until you get to the sunshine again. All right, y'all. Health is wealth, and that's mental, physical, emotional health. And you're trying to live long and joyous, and self-love is the best love that you can give yourself. So learn to love yourself more, and get through these storms. Don't let the storms take you out. All right, because they gonna come. You just got to be able to weather them, getting some good people on your team that'll help you manage them better. They know how to handle certain things because they done been there and done that. Y'all could collaborate and get through it together. All right. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.